I know we talked a little bit about Arizona's offense on Monday, but what stands out to you when you watch their game tape this year?
It starts with the quarterback, obviously, and I think if you look at their first game until now, just the development of their offense and of the quarterback, and they give you a lot of issues, whether it's RPOs or drop back pass formations, tempo, the motions. So they do a lot of different things. They're really well coached. They got good scheme, and you just see, the difference between game one until now. So,
what do you think of their receiving core?
Good size. Got some playmakers. They win a lot of. People call them 50-50 balls, but they're not 50-50 with them. They go up and take the ball and do a really good job. And then, the running backs don't get near enough, I guess, pub. I don't think, and those guys are talented runners and tough to tackle. So,
how tough is it to tackle a guy who's 5'6", and he's built?
I think he's strong. He's strong. He's got quickness. He obviously has low center of gravity, but he's a good runner. So
it's gonna sound like a stupid question, but is he harder to see?
There's times, yeah, especially if you're a second level defender or safety, fit in the box, or you got to. And he'll bounce it, and he'll make the tough runs in the A and the B gaps, and then he's got the quicks to beat you on the perimeter. So he's a talented back.
Coach Sumlin said Monday that he isn't sure whether or not Khalil Tate will even be able to play. How do you guys prepare for kind of his explosiveness, but then also prepare for the backup quarterback as well?
We prepare for what they've done on tape. We're assuming he's playing, they got quality players behind him, but that's what we do.
Dancy and Clark, are they available?
Yeah, so the one announcement we had, I was kind of jumped the gun on me, or I didn't bring it up, but no, you're fine. Derek Clark and Henry Bazakis are both going to be out for the season with lower body injuries. We are expecting Marcel Dancy back.
Justin, when it comes to your quarterbacks, you've rotated them all year. Are you still waiting for one guy to reach out and take the reins, or is it a strategic thing? Let's keep the defenses guessing so they don't really know what we can do.
We always look at it through the lens of what's going to help our team, and right now those two guys are doing a good job, and obviously got to play better and can't turn the ball over like we did a week ago, and they'll learn from that. But both of them have really good attitudes about it, and I think they're both making progress as players. So that's what we're doing.
Ideally, we should want one of them to grab it, or because they do both kind of do different things. Is it a good?
Ideally, there's just, I don't know if there's one way to do it. There isn't. I mean, we're going to do what's best for the team and gives us the best opportunity, and so having both those guys going right now that's what's best. And if at some point it changes, then that's what we'll do.
Can they call on the BYU experience for how to deal with a hostile road crowd and noise and those kind of things?
I think that helps for sure. I mean, that was a really good environment, physical team that we played. And we know this would be a great environment, really good team, and Pac-12 opponent. So I think, having that experience is definitely valuable. And what's really important is that we prepare really well, and then ultimately, go down and execute really well. And we know that there's going to be noise for the offense. The defense, when they're on the field, they should communicate as well as they ever have because it's quiet. So offensively, we'll deal with some of that and be prepared for that. But ultimately, it's just the execution of the individual play.
As a coach, do you ever deal with things like the fact that Cal has lost 13 straight Pac-12 road games? You weren't here for most of them. Most of your players weren't here for most of them. But do you address that at all, or is it nothing you even talk about?
We're not chasing ghosts. We're just trying to play better. And if we prepare well and go down and play well, we're not cursed. We don't need to get involved in any witchcraft or anything like that. We just need to go play better, and that's the key to the whole thing. So.
Burning sage in the locker
room? Yeah,
room?
None of that. No, we're not doing that. So it's about football and playing good football.
What stands out about Colin Schooler, their defense?
Real active player. They get in and out of stuff. They mix it up, and real active player. Played downhill, gets a lot of run through, tackle for losses, and they got some young linebackers, him being one of them. Guys that are making plays on the ball on the back end, and then some big bodies up front. They've moved some people around. from the interior to end, and they give you kind of heavier guys at end for some of your inside zones and your counters, and it just gives you another set of issues there. So they're doing a good job.
You mentioned their balls not being 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
Other than growing this week, what can you do against a 6'5", 6'6" guy like Poindexter?
Well, there's a couple different things. Just knowing yourself, knowing who you're going against, understanding the type of routes and where the ball is going to be thrown, and we got to do some things coverage-wise when the time's right to try and push the ball other places. But you can't do that the entire game. So when there are those one-on-one moments that you play with really good technique and finish the play all the way to the ground, and we know it'll be a challenge. Our guys are excited for that because you want to play against good players like that.
I'm talking to Rusty Becker here in a moment. What can you tell me about him and how he's grown?
Oh man, Rusty has invested in himself and in the program since the day we got here. He works extremely hard. There's a lot of guys that work really hard. I'd be hard pressed to find a guy that works harder than Rusty, and he's the guy. Everything you ask him to do, whether it's in the weight room or something we're doing as a team, after practice, just all of it. And he's all about the team. Selfless guy, tough guy. Really, just all of his intangibles are off the charts. And then as a player, he's improved. I mean, he's really gotten better and better as a player, starting last year, and he gets the most out of himself for sure. So really appreciate Rusty.
I must say just that part of your
Just really appreciate Rusty. Yeah, we
I thought you were talking about it, but then it was all positive.
we did. We appreciate both Rusty for sure. For sure. Good.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Good.